Good teams, they find ways to win. Bad teams find ways to lose. And I think that we saw that come to fruition at the end of game one, where the New York Knicks found a way to snatch victory from the Indiana Pacers. Knicks did not play their A game. I can't even say that the New York Knicks played their B game. But the Knicks found a way to win. And that's what good teams do. And I think it speaks volumes about a team that, despite not playing their best, despite, quite frankly, being outplayed, can find a way to win. And that's what they did. And you're up 1-0, and you got game 2 at the Garden against the Pacers coming up on Wednesday. If you're proud about the win, though, give me a W in the chat. 3 more to get to the conference finals. 11 more. 11 more of the ultimate goal. Take a look at this game from 30,000 feet out. You look at the raw numbers. The New York Knicks win the scoring department, 121-117. The Pacers, though, as we know, are a team that lives off of ball movement. It could not be a bigger difference in the two styles that these fighters fight at. The Knicks, they win that rebounding battle, but that was not evident for the entire game. The New York Knicks were getting beat up on the glass in the first half, and that's why the Knicks were down at halftime. They allowed the Indiana Pacers and Isaiah Jackson to come in off the bench and really outwork you, out-hustle you, and out-grit you. But in that third quarter, Donte DiVincenzo showed up, gave a spark to this team, and the New York Knicks played to their capability. Got close and got a little bit sticky there in the fourth quarter. But man, oh man, as much as I want to tell Jalen Brunson and grab him and say, dude, take care of the ball. Be the guy that controls the game down the stretch. What he did offensively was unreal in that fourth quarter. I think 21 of his 43 points came in that fourth quarter. I think he was 7 of 9 from the field. He also had a 3 that he knocked in off a Josh Hart offensive rebound that was taken off the board. But Jalen Brunson continues to just be unbelievable when it comes to putting the ball in the basket when the clock shows less than 12 minutes to go. Jalen Brunson has dropped 210 points in his last 5 games, the most over a 5-game span in the playoffs since Michael Jeffrey Jordan in 1993. I'll say that one more time in case you missed it. Jalen Brunson has scored 210 points in his last 5 playoff games, the most over a 5-game playoff stretch since Michael Jordan in 1993. What he is doing right now is unheard of. 40 points, 40 points, 40 points, 40 points. The guy is special, and he continues to carry this team to heights that I'm not sure a lot of people really thought of. But it wasn't just him. It was quite literally the Villanova boys. The Nova Knicks got it done in game 1. Josh Hart opened the door in the first half, and he kept that sucker open in the third and fourth quarter. Donte DiVincenzo ran through it in that third quarter. I think he had 12 or 13 points in the third. He got hot in that second half. And DiVincenzo and Hart combined for 49 points. They combined for 16 rebounds. They combined for 19 points. I mean, what Josh Hart continues to do on a night-in, night-out basis, we need to start just saying it. He's one of the best players in the NBA. He consistently does it. 24 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. How many did he have on the offensive glass? 4 offensive rebounds. Yeah, he had 4 turnovers, but he also had 2 steals and a block. And I don't think you win this game without every ounce of production that Josh Hart gave you. DiVincenzo had some dumb fouls, had a couple of bad plays, did not play up to his standard in the first half, but that third quarter, he was the straw that stirred the drink for the New York Knicks. He got him back in the game. He hit big-time shots. I thought he did a good job in the second half on defending Tyrese Haliburton and stopping those drives. We'll talk about him, Haliburton, and the fraud that he is and did not perform when the lights were on the brightest. But I'm just so proud of this team, man. You can go back and watch the live stream. I think that was one of the most relaxed I was during a game because I truly felt never an ounce of fright, not an ounce of anything, no doubt. At halftime, when the Knicks were down by whatever they were down by, I said they were near going to win by 5 points. It's all about process. And the Pacers ain't outbounding and out and astounding and out gritting and out grinding and out huffing and out puffing the New York Knicks. That's what the Knicks did in that third and fourth quarter. And that's why they're up 1-0 in this series. We'll talk more Knicks, Pacers, and we'll talk about a couple players that need to step up on the Knicks. And I'm looking at Deuce McBride because that matchup with McConnell, the arrow's pointing way too far in the Pacers' direction. We'll break that down, but first, I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor, Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use that promo code CLNS, and Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. All you do is put $100 in your account at prizepicks.com/CLNS. We'll give you $100 for free. Create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply choose more or less on their projected stat line. Get started today. Get rolling for the NBA playoffs. They've already got some season-long numbers that you can insert into your lineup for the National Football League. It's a lot of fun. It makes games fun. It's a lot more fun when you win money, too. prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. If there was one thing that really concerned me about Game 1, it was the lack of production that the New York Knicks got from their bench. 0 points from Miles McBride, 2 points from Mitchell Robinson, and 4 minutes and 1 point from Precious Achiuwa. But we knew that the Knicks did not have the advantage in the bench scoring department. But the matchup that I need to see be swung more in the Knicks' favor is Deuce McBride versus TJ McConnell. McConnell's a good player. He is scrappy. He's hard-nosed. He plays the game the right way, and he is going to force his production into a game. That's how good he is. But at the end of the day, Miles McBride's a good player as well, and he should be able to not necessarily neutralize TJ McConnell, but Deuce McBride cannot be a team worst, minus 13 in 10 minutes, while allowing TJ McConnell to be a plus 9, and that number is honestly skewed because of the run that the New York Knicks went on in the third quarter. For all the people that are like, the Knicks bench didn't play enough. Who do you want them to play? You want them to play Alec Burks, who didn't play in round 1? You want to put Shake Milton out there? Look, this is your team. You got Brunson, you got Hart, you got Donte, you got OG, you got Hartenstein, you got Mitch, and you got Deuce with a little bit of big sneeze, a.k.a. Precious Achiuwa sprinkled into there. That's who you got. That's who you're riding with. The answers to your questions of bench scoring are not on this roster. Because I promise you, if they were, they would play. But you need TJ McConnell to be neutralized more than what he was with McBride playing better and maybe a little bit more. Look, what did you get? 18 points from McConnell, 12 points from Obi Toppin, and 8 points from Isaiah Jackson. You're telling me every night another 8 points from Ben Shepherd. You get 46 points from your bench, Indiana, and you lost. The Knicks scored 3. If I'm good at math, I think that's 46. And you found a way to win. OG Anunoby did not have his best game offensively. Missed a couple of layups. Missed that mid-range he had been leaning on. But man, he hit some big threes. He had some big plays on defense. What about the sequence in the fourth quarter when he pokes away the loose ball, tracks it down, tiptoes the sideline, stays vertical, gets downhill, throws it down in transition? And then in the very next play, they go to Pascal Siakam in the box, backing down Anunoby, and he stands tall. And he gets a stop. That's when the game was over. Siakam, yeah, he had 19 points, but you know what? That ain't going to be enough to beat the Knicks. And while I would have wished that Anunoby did a better job on him, the old Pascal Siakam at 19 points, you're in a really, really good spot. Another thing I was a little bit concerned about, which I thought evened out in that second half, was the Knicks pick and roll, a.k.a. pick and pop coverage. There was too many times where the Knicks were just blitzing the off-ball screen, a.k.a. double-teaming Tyrese Halliburton and leaving Turner, leaving Jackson, or leaving the screener open for either the pop 3 or underneath the basket with Brunson switched on to him. Tyrese Halliburton is not a scorer, ladies and gentlemen. How many points did he finish with? Tyrese Halliburton, since the All-Star game, is averaging 17 points per game. He shot the ball 6 times. He doesn't want to shoot. He's one of the best players in the NBA at making the right pass. And when you give him an open roller or open popper, he's going to make that pass. You are going to be in a good spot to win this series if you force him into being a shot taker and a shot maker. He simply is not that player. Game slows down, half-court offense. He isn't someone that's sizing you up, getting to a spot, rising up, and knocking it down. There's no need to double-team Tyrese Halliburton ever. Knicks did that in the first half. They did not do that in the second half, and I think the results show right here. Overall, I feel good about this series. I thought Indiana gave you one of the better punches they're going to give you in this series. Will they win a game? Probably. Will they win 2 games? You know what? Not going to be shocked because they can catch fire from downtown. They were shooting 43% from 3 in the first half. I think they shot 30% from 3 in the second half. I feel good. I feel good about this series. Knicks didn't play their A game. I can't even say they played their B game. They found a way to win on the shoulders of Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Donte DiVincenzo. And if the New York Knicks are going to do things they haven't done since 1999 and 2000, or if they want to do things they haven't done since 1972, 1973, it's going to be on the back and on the shoulder. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Donte DiVincenzo. Proud of this team. Job's not finished, though. It's 1 game. Protect home court. Go up 2-0, and then let's head to Indiana and let's steal one and close them out in 5 at the Garden. If you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up icon for me and give me a follow over on Twitter at Marshall Green.